Hey friends, so we're out here today at Walt Disney World's EPCOT. This is the second park that was built at Walt Disney World. We have the Magic Kingdom first. And if you haven't checked out our Magic Kingdom videos, I will put links down in the description for those. But we're here today to experience EPCOT. We've got Spaceship Earth behind us. That is the weenie, they call it, the icon. But there's also a ride inside, so we're going to go and check that out later on. Epcot's going through a little bit of a transformation at the moment. You've got World Celebration Gardens, which has recently just opened. So we're going to go and check that out. There's a statue there of Walt Disney, which has recently been unveiled as well. So we're going to go and take some pictures with that and really just explore the park. It's separated into a couple of areas. You've got like the World Celebration, World Nature area at the front of the park, and then you've got World Showcase, which is a area with pavilions designed to look like countries. So we'll take you around there as well. So we're going to really just explore the park and have a lot of fun riding some rides today. If you guys do enjoy the video throughout, give us a thumbs up. I do appreciate it. It really does help us out a lot. It'd be great if you could hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified when we post all new videos. Let's go and explore Epcot. And we've got the monorail going through. So the monorail actually circles the park entirely. You can see the track there. You can see it above our head as well. So you take it from the entrance and it'll go all around the park, and then you can actually take it over to Magic Kingdom as well from there. We are here as well as the park is opening, so it is a little bit busy. We've got people queuing ready to rope drop the park, and they do literally drop a rope and then everybody rushes to their favourite ride. So the top tier ride here at Epcot currently is Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. That is an indoor roller coaster that spins you around to music as well, Guardians of the Galaxy style. It's a really cool ride. You do need a virtual boarding group in order to ride that. Now that opens at 7 AM, and then when the park opens you can also actually purchase your way onto the ride. So you do kind of have two opportunities to do that. If you miss the 7 AM boarding group, you do have another opportunity to get one at 1 PM, though you have to be in the park to get that one at 1 PM. If you're going for the 7 AM one, you don't necessarily need to be in the park. This is what a rope drop looks like. People rushing, they want to get to their favourite rides, so it does make sense. We'll come back to it later, but this is Spaceship Earth. This is the globe of sorts here. There, as I said, there is a ride inside and we'll take you in there later, but we're going to head a little bit deeper into the park first off and experience a few things deep in the park. So here we've got the World Celebration Garden. So this is only just opened here as we're recording this. So for around about 4 years you couldn't actually walk through the centre of Epcot. And you've got Walt Disney here on Dreamer's Point, overlooking what he wanted to build. So this whole area is now like completely opened up. As I said, you've got the statue there, and it's kind of split into a few different areas, and you've got character meet and greets. So at the moment we've got Daisy meeting and greeting over there under those canopies. You've got a planter right here and lighting surrounding the planter. And this video might be split up into 2 parts because we're here all day. We've got a lot to show you guys. So do stick around and watch part 2. So you've got so much just chill walking area. It's not an attraction. It isn't an attraction, which is unfortunate. But this whole area has been closed off for 4 years. And it's nice to just be able to walk straight through the centre of Epcot once again. We have got another building over there. That is Communicore Hall. That will be opening later on this year. It might even be open by the time this video comes out, but that's going to be like a meet and greet centre, a celebration area for festivals and things like that. Obviously we've got Pluto here clowning around in front of us, just as a roaming character taking pictures. So Pluto's apparently looking for bones, searching through World Celebration. We've got lots of seated area. We've got charging spots everywhere as well. So, pretty good. This could really become like a new office environment for you if you were working at the anywhere workplace, working wherever you want. And then Spaceship Earth in the background there. So for our first ride of the day, we're going to head over to the land pavilion. And we're going to ride Soarin. You've got Soarin around the world typically, but currently they're doing Soarin Over California. So I'm going to try and ride that a few times today to experience what that's like. That is what used to be over in Disney's California Adventure, but unfortunately the one in California's Adventure has also moved to Soarin Around the World. So you've got the same experience both sides of the US. I've never experienced Soarin Over California in person, short of watching a YouTube video, so this will be really fun to experience for the first time. And in the land pavilion you've got two attractions. You've got Soarin, which as I said typically is Soarin Around the World, currently Soarin Over California, but will change back by the time the video comes out. And you also have Living with the Land. That's kind of an educational experience where you get taken through the creation of food and nature and how we, well, live with the land. You do also have Awesome Planet as well. This is a show which will take you through the destruction and healing of our planet. You've got Garden Grill. This is character dining here, and that rotates around, which is really cool. We're going to head downstairs for the attractions. So, standby entrance and lightning lane entrance. We do have a lightning lane, so we're going to jump into that now.
Hello and welcome to Soarin. My name is Patrick and I'll be your chief flight attendant today. We'll begin boarding in a few minutes, but first I'd like to acquaint you with some important safety information. When the doors to your flight open, please take a seat and store all carry-on items in the under-seat compartment. This includes cameras, purses, hats, and of course, these little beauties.
Soarin Over California, that's the first time I've ever seen it in person, and I like the footage, I like where we go, I like seeing Disneyland obviously. The footage is so old, it's really jarring, it's blurry. Today, I kind of prefer Soarin Around the World, which is a big deal. shouldn't say that, really. If you get the right position in Soarin' Around the World, it's a really good ride. If not, I'm a bit frustrated. Now we're going to go on Living with the Land. This is a boat ride, like I said, taking you through the land.
Welcome to our living laboratories, where scientists from EPCOT and the U.S. Department of Agriculture are exploring innovative ways to produce bountiful harvests now and into the future. The tropics are home to the greatest diversity of plants on the planet. Many of these, like papaya, bananas, cacao, coffee, and rice, are well known around the world. One day, many of these lesser-known tropical plants may be as important as the bananas growing on both sides of the boat. More than 28 million tons of bananas are eaten annually, making it the most popular fruit in the world. While there are more than 50,000 edible plant species in the world, most of us are only familiar with the handful that make up our everyday diet. The common grains growing here, wheat, maize, sorghum, and millet, plus rice, account for nearly 2/3 of our global food consumption. Learning how to increase yields of these staples is an important goal of research around the world. In our lab, EPCOT scientists are working with the U.S. Department of Agriculture on a number of innovative projects. The goal of these efforts is to produce higher yielding and better quality plants.
So we've just done Soarin' Over California and we've done Living with the Land. So those are two pretty popular rides here. Soarin' is popular all the time. Living with the Land doesn't have a massive wait all the time, but it has a bit of a cult following. We've got a return time now for Spaceship Earth, so we're heading up to the front of the park, but we're going to take a little detour through a new experience here called Moana Journey of Water, and it's kind of a walk-through experience where you get to interact with water in various ways. You know, you run your hand through it, creates music, things like that. Hopefully it's not going to be too busy in there, because for it to be enjoyable it needs to be a little bit quiet, I think. We've not done it before, but it's just here, so I'm excited to try it for the first time. Journey of Water, inspired by Moana. The water cycle. You can interact with the water here, touch the strings of the water. Oh, that's quite cool. And it makes music. A couple of waterfall paths. If you move slowly, this waterfall might open for you. That's nerve-wracking with an expensive camera. And then we've got Tafiti. You've got all the little coconut guys from Moana carved into the walls. You can also meet Moana as well. The queue to meet Moana is pretty long. So it's time to experience Spaceship Earth. We'll show you what the ride is like inside, and honestly, how amazing it is that they've managed to fit a ride in there anyway.
Like a grand and miraculous spaceship, our planet has sailed through the universe of time, and for a brief moment, we have been among its passengers. It takes 15,000 years to come up with the next bright idea, recording our knowledge on cave walls. There was only one small problem. When we moved, the recorded knowledge stayed behind. At this point, each civilization has its own form of writing, which none of the others can understand. But the Phoenicians, who trade with all of them, have a solution. They create a simple common alphabet, adaptable to most languages. Remember how easy it was to learn your ABCs? Thank the Phoenicians. They invented them. By now, we're all communicating from anywhere on Earth. And in 1969, from somewhere else.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
So as you come off of Spaceship Earth, you're in Project Tomorrow. And this is an interactive kind of experience where you can play around, you can put the body parts back together here. You can play shuttlecock there. Shuffleboard, maybe? Maybe that's what it's called, I'm not sure. It's pretty cool. It's a little bit dated, but it's a good interactive experience. And then we head out and we are back into EPCOT. You've also got some fancy walls here. This is like bubblegum walls that people take pictures in front of. So after Spaceship Earth, the next ride that we've got a return time for is the Seas with Nemo and Friends. And this is with Finding Nemo. We've got the seagulls outside.
Mine. White stripes and look how he only smaller.
Yes, have you seen him?
Seen who? Hi, I'm Dory. I love games. I'm thinking of something big, bouncy that looks like a balloon.
Oh, jellyfish!
Right.
I'm wondering clownfish taste. Nemo! Why don't you come by for a little bite?
So as we come off of Nemo, we've got an aquarium here. We can take you around quickly upstairs. So at the top, we've got manatees, and these are what I like to call sea cows. Let's see if we can see them. There we are. These guys like to eat lettuce. Big heads of lettuce. Like the ones over there. So here we've got a feeding session happening. Oh, there's another manatee coming out. You've also got a really large aquarium area where you've got tons and you've got dolphin there. Snowman. Goofy snowman. You got rays as well. I think there's sharks in there. It's a really good conservation area in here. Loggerhead sea turtles. You can see him right in the centre of the camera. This is pretty cool educational area here in EPCOT. So there's a few more rides in the front area of EPCOT. The next one that you've got is Journey into Imagination with Figment. Now Figment is a little purple dragon that has become the de facto mascot of EPCOT. He's been around here for years and years and years at this point, not long after the park opened. But you've got the Imagination Pavilion. I'll show you. Popcorn stand here, I can smell the popcorn. And this is like a indoor dark ride. Figment will take you through an imagination journey. Professor Zelensky, Philip Brainard and Nigel Channing. See the flubbers.
Imagination.
Oh, can I go too?
Absolutely not. This is one of our discoveries, the figment of imagination.
Yeah, and I know all about the senses. There's sight, sound, smell, touch, coochie coochie coo, and taste. Taste my chicken. Can I go? Please, please, please.
No, I don't want you out of my sight. Left ear, right ear. Left, right. What? This is odd. Hello?
Hello?
Who is this?
It's Figment.
Figment? I thought I told you not to interfere.
But you've got it wrong, Doc. It's not about listening with your ears. It's about listening with your imagination. Always a good time to use your imagination. So let the good times roll. Woohoo! You win 1 cent.
Figment, don't! Oh, yeah, that really stinks.
Of course, Doc. The nose knows. What all the whips can send you reeling. What lovely sniff can be appealing. You're undefined what enters through your nose. That's how you tell a skunk is not a rose. House and innovation, imagination really clowns around. Makes them tied up and upside down. It's exactly what I imagined. Imagination is the brains of my house.
What? Imagination is just turning your dick upside down. Hang on, it's time to get back to the institute.
I'm gonna sort it.
It's the best when it's set free.
You said it, Doc. Imagination is a blast. Imagination, imagination. A dream can be a dream come true. With just that spark from me and you.
And out here you've got an interactive section. Lots of sights and sounds and things like that, but you've also got a meet and greet with Figment himself.
Perfect, we got it.
And then we've got a little bit of a cool creative area here. also got Mickey and Minnie still in their 100th anniversary attire. So our boarding group has been called for Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, so we're excited to get on that. We've got 2 opportunities to ride it today. We've got the boarding group, and I did purchase one this morning as well because I do love this ride a lot. It's an indoor roller coaster, as I said. So they've got a lot of photo spots and photo opportunities and things like that around EPCOT as well. So I'll sprinkle a few of those in now, ones that I've just done on the way to Guardians of the Galaxy. Whilst we're recording this, it is the 100th anniversary of the Walt Disney Company. That's going to be ending. I'm surprised this stuff is still here. It's supposed to be gone by now anyway. But it just kind of gives you an idea of the entertainment offerings that you get throughout the park. Typically speaking, they do have festivals on as well. So you have Festival of the Holidays over the holiday period, Festival of the Arts, Flower and Garden, Food and Wine, things like that. And they go on for a number of weeks. Kind of food booths that are just over my shoulder, and they'll give you like little sample portions of food paid for. They're not free, but they're smaller portions, so you can try them. And you can try loads of them then because of the smaller portion sizes. It's quite good. It's a good idea, but it does add up. Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay, so as I said, you do need a virtual boarding group or an individual lightning lane. Virtual boarding groups are free, individual lightning lanes are paid for, and the price does vary per day, I believe. Wonders of Xandar. Really cool in here.
My data is comprised of the experiences, learnings, and histories of the Nova Corps and the population of Xandar. Our beautiful planet Xandar is known for many things.
EPCOTers, EPCOTians, citizens of EPCOT. Does anyone know what they call themselves? What? I'm on? Someone needs to tell me when I'm on. Welcome, EPCOT Terrans.
Nothing to worry about.
Unless we cannot stop this unusually large man, then you're likely doomed.
You're gonna need it.
From existence.
What have we done?
I think we're turning back. All the way back.
All the way? To the Big Bang?
95% certain.
Which means there's a 5% chance we're just in a tunnel.
A tunnel? In space?
We've seen weirder things, Quill.
I am Groot.
Yes, like that.
I am Groot.
And that.
I am Groot.
That was the weirdest. Wasn't that the Big Bang? The Big Bang! That's the
One way or another. Guardians of the Galaxy.
We have no room in our ship to use the
Drax, it's an honorary title. They're not coming with us.
I see. It is meaningless. Well then, welcome to the Guardians of the Galaxy. Where's that cake toast?
So we got a brand new song on Guardians of the Galaxy. We got One Way or Another. What a ride that is. There was it kind of like stopped for a second, so they put a bit of like filler spiel in there, which was really interesting. We're now coming to Connections Eatery. We're going to grab a bite to eat before we carry on our circle tour of the park, finishing off the rides. So Connections Eatery is like the main quick service dining area here at EPCOT. They've got a whole bunch of food and drink in here. You can do mobile order pickup as well. And there's loads of seating area. It backs onto the Starbucks here. So we got our food. We got the French Bistro Burger. It comes with fries. And we got a fountain drink as well. Tried to get a Wish drink. It was like for the new film Wish. But they didn't have that in stock anymore, so went with this. Altogether came to $20, dead on. So the burger comes with bacon, mushrooms, Dijon mustard, and obviously the burger itself. Quite good quality, and it comes on this like actual plate rather than a paper plate that you'll normally get in a theme park. Forgive the bites, I've just realised this has actually got brie in it as well, which is quite nice. It's good tasty burger, a little bit salty, but for the price, I'm quite happy with it. Crispy bacon. Prefer if bacon wasn't crispy, but it's an American thing, I think, crispy bacon. They really love it. One thing that we did have though, it was about a 15-minute wait for the food after we paid. So overall, I probably waited about 25 minutes just to get this, which that's not very good. They need to be a bit quicker at turning the food over in the kitchen, because this is supposed to be kind of a quick service restaurant. So next up, we're going to go on Test Track, presented by Chevrolet. So here you can design your own car. You select your vehicle type. You go for an SUV today, and then you change the shape of the vehicle, optimize it. Right, so capability 62, responsiveness 45, efficiency 36, power, so we can sculpt it. And then this changes what the efficiency is. And you can give it an electric vehicle. What do you think of the car? Should we add that to it? Or add that to it? Somehow I'm hitting up the power and taking away the efficiency, even though it's electric and it's got the thing now. Yeah. That'll do.
Commencing responsiveness test.
Okay, the responsiveness data is now being synchronized.
Automated driving technology verified and active. Avoidance technology disengaged. Displaying responsiveness data.
Here comes the final test.
Energizing for power test.
and then you come out into essentially a car showroom, which is interesting. You can basically buy a car in here, or they show it off in here at least. There is one more ride around this area, and that is Mission Space. This is a motion simulator, like centrifuge kind of ride. I'm not going to go on it because I've got a return time for it, but I'm going to leave it. Got a bit of a headache. It does play with you a little bit, so yeah, not going to do that. There is also Space 220 here as well. This is a restaurant, very, very cool restaurant as well. I'll put a link up in the top corner to the time that we went there. That was part of an EPCOT video, so just, you know, fast forward through the rest of the video if you just want to see Space 220. But yeah, Mission Space, not for the faint-hearted, but you do have two versions of it. Earth, which is green, Mars, which is orange, and it can be a little bit painful and a bit sickness inducing.
Break time! Yeah! Finally! There we go. You know, around here, people like to call this the EPCOT Trash on it. Handed you from the lifestyles of the rich and famous. They like to call us Trio La Rupa. But you know, ladies and gentlemen, we like to call ourselves the Jammers. The Jammers.
The Jammers! I love seeing them. They're just so, like, spontaneous. You never know when it's just kind of pop up around the park. Anywhere around the park. It's really, really cool. So we've come back into the land pavilion and got ourselves a peanut butter whoopie pie. So, chocolate sponge. You've got some cream on the middle, which is the peanut butter, you've got chocolate swirls, and then you've got a little bit of cream on top. This was $4.29 before tax, $4.57 after tax. And then we just got ourselves a cup of tap water as well. This looks good though. I like the sweet treats at Disney World. So it's quite difficult to eat. I don't think the packaging is big enough. And it's a little bit dry as well. The sponge is quite dry. And it's got a little bit of a funny flavour. It's nice, but I wouldn't recommend it or get it again. Which is a shame, because I love peanut butter. Hey friends, so that's the end of part one of our EPCOT day video. We had to split it up because things were getting a little bit long there, but hopefully you guys did enjoy following along and experiencing EPCOT with us for Rope Drop, taking a tour of the parks and seeing what EPCOT looks like now the construction walls are down in the World Celebration Gardens. So if you haven't seen any of our previous videos on EPCOT, you're not really gonna know too much about it, but if you have seen any EPCOT video over the past 4 years, you'll know that EPCOT has just been a construction site, and it was really great to see that change and take all those walls down and just have a nice chill relaxing space there right in the center of EPCOT. There's a lot of like just seating area, space to people watch and chill out, and that's so nice to have. We went on a lot of rides down the front of the park, experienced most of the front of the park, got to meet Figment and had a lot of fun doing it. Coming up in part two, we're going to take you into the World Showcase and show you what the World Showcase has to offer. I'll give you a little bit of a tour of the pavilions out there and what they are like. So if you guys did enjoy this video, do give it a thumbs up, do appreciate it, it really does help us out a lot, and it would be great if you could hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified when we post all new videos. We'll see you on the other side. Thanks.